I'm a private investigator. I've got this envelope that says Super Mayor. Inside I have from the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois.
One way that the government always does it is to go and investigate people around her, and that's what they're doing here.
Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dolton, is stirring up a political storm like never before. Residents are fed up, demanding her resignation while she taunts them on live TV. From accusations of corruption to chaotic board meetings, tensions are boiling over. As Henyard defiantly clings to her power, her actions only fan the flames of discontent. With a Cook County judge ruling her appointments illegal and an FBI investigation looming, will she continue her reckless game, or is this the beginning of the end for her controversial reign? The drama in Dolton is just heating up. Hey guys, I am Olivia. Welcome to Red Rumbles. If you thought small-town politics couldn't get any wilder, think again. Dolton's mayor Tiffany Henyard is at the center of a firestorm, turning a once quiet village into a full-blown battleground. With residents demanding her resignation and scandals piling up, Henyard's dramatic defiance is leaving everyone on edge. And with court orders and even the FBI on her tail, the stakes have never been higher. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss the next twist in this chaotic saga. Dolton, once a quiet village, is now at the center of a political storm. Henyard's leadership style has sparked outrage, and tensions have spilled over into chaotic public meetings. During one such gathering, held at the Park District instead of the usual village hall due to the large turnout, Henyard faced an audience ready to voice their frustrations. As she took the stage, she declared, "I am the mayor of the village. I see a real mayor, a real boss in the building." But instead of applause, her words were met with louder jeers, showing how far her support has dwindled. The discontent among Dolton's residents has reached a boiling point. Fed up with what they see as Henyard's mismanagement and disregard for their concerns.
Several new developments in South suburban Dolton today. First, the state comptroller has suspended some payments to the village because it has failed to follow the law by providing financial reports.
They have started attending board meetings in large numbers, making their displeasure known. From boos to open calls for her resignation, their message is clear. But instead of addressing their grievances, Henyard has chosen a different approach, mocking them publicly, adding fuel to an already blazing fire. Henyard's recent public appearances have done little to calm the situation. At a board meeting, she made a dramatic entrance, taking the microphone and attempting to assert her authority. The crowd, however, wasn't buying it. Her speech quickly descended into a shouting match, with residents turning their backs in protest. It was a moment that encapsulated the growing divide between the mayor and the people she's supposed to represent. Henyard's leadership has also come under fire in the courts. Allegations of misusing taxpayer money, appointing friends to high-ranking positions without proper approval, and defying court orders have cast a shadow over her tenure. A Cook County judge recently ruled that some of her appointments were illegal, but that hasn't stopped Henyard from continuing to push the boundaries of her authority. The legal battle between Henyard and the trustees has turned Dolton into a battleground. Trustees have filed lawsuits to challenge her actions, arguing that she has overstepped her bounds. These lawsuits have only added to the political chaos, with Henyard often ignoring court rulings and pressing forward with her controversial decisions. While many residents are calling for Henyard's resignation, she still has a group of loyal supporters who defend her actions. These supporters argue that the backlash against her is politically motivated, fueled by trustees with personal grudges. But even their unwavering loyalty hasn't been enough to quell the growing tide of opposition. The divide within the community is stark. On one side are those who believe that Henyard's actions have harmed Dolton and undermined its governance. On the other are those who see her as a victim of a political smear campaign, standing up against a biased system. This clash has turned village board meetings into spectacles, with supporters and detractors clashing over every decision.
You could feel the anger tonight at a Board of Trustees meeting in Thornton Township. The board and citizens looking for accountability to their finances, while the township supervisor.
One of the most serious accusations facing Henyard involves her handling of village finances. Allegations of using taxpayer funds for personal expenses, such as luxury trips and purchases, have added to the anger. Reports suggest that while the village struggles with budget cuts, Henyard's spending has continued unchecked, leaving residents questioning her priorities. Concerns over her financial management extend to claims that she diverted funds from community programs to her personal projects. While concrete evidence is still being gathered, the rumors have created a sense of distrust among Dolton's residents, who are now calling for an independent audit of the village's finances. Henyard's troubles aren't limited to Dolton. Neighboring Thornton Township, where she also holds a leadership role, has been dragged into the controversy. Residents there claim that her policies favor a select group of insiders rather than the wider community, raising further questions about her approach to governance. Township officials are reportedly considering their own investigations into Henyard's conduct, suggesting that her challenges could soon spread beyond Dolton's borders. The prospect of multiple investigations has only added to the pressure, making it clear that Henyard's troubles are far from over. Even as criticism mounts, Henyard has shown no signs of backing down. After being booed out of a board meeting, she refused to apologize or acknowledge the resident frustrations. Instead, she lashed out at the trustees, accusing them of corruption and suggesting that they were trying to undermine her leadership. Her defiance has become a hallmark of her time in office. Despite facing lawsuits, court orders, and public outrage, she continues to position herself as a fighter against a system that she claims is out to get her. It's a stance that resonates with some of her supporters, but it has also isolated her from many in the community who feel that she's lost touch with their concerns. The controversy surrounding Henyard has even caught the attention of federal authorities. According to reports, she is under investigation by the FBI for allegations of bribery, financial mismanagement, and other serious misconduct. The prospect of federal charges adds a new layer of uncertainty to an already tumultuous situation. As investigators look into her activities, residents are left wondering what will come next. Will the investigation confirm the accusations against her? Or will Henyard be able to weather yet another storm? The stakes couldn't be higher, and the outcome could have a lasting impact on Dolton's future. While Henyard's core supporters remain vocal, the wider community's patience is wearing thin. Social media has become a battleground for frustrated residents who criticize her leadership style and question her motives. Comments range from mocking her speeches to outright demands for her resignation. One resident wrote, "Tiffany always has to get the last word, and it's usually not worth hearing." Another echoed the sentiment, saying, "She criticizes others but doesn't like being called out herself." These voices reflect a broader shift in public sentiment, suggesting that Henyard's popularity is in decline. Henyard's strained relationship with the trustees has been one of the defining features of her time in office. Trustees accuse her of bypassing their authority and making decisions without their input, leading to a series of legal battles that have further divided the village. At a recent meeting, tensions flared as trustees confronted Henyard over her decision to hold a separate board meeting without the necessary quorum, forcing her to cancel it. After the failed meeting, she arrived late to the official meeting organized by the trustees, only to face a hostile reception. Her attempts to assert control over the room were met with resistance, and her departure after just a few minutes was seen as a sign of defeat. The chaotic scene highlighted the breakdown of trust between Henyard and the board. Henyard's tenure has come at a high price for Dolton. Legal fees, public protests, and political turmoil have taken a toll on the village, diverting attention from important issues like infrastructure and public safety. As the lawsuits pile up and the investigations continue, the future of Dolton remains uncertain. Residents are increasingly worried that the ongoing drama is hurting the village's reputation, making it harder to attract new businesses and investment. Many believe that Henyard's leadership is standing in the way of progress, and they're calling for a change before more damage is done. With court cases piling up, an FBI investigation looming, and her support base shrinking, Henyard's hold on power is more precarious than ever. Even some of her closest allies are reportedly distancing themselves from her, recognizing the growing challenges she faces. Yet, she seems determined to hold on, refusing to acknowledge the mounting opposition. Observers speculate about her next move. Will she continue to defy court orders, risking legal consequences? Or will she finally step down, allowing Dolton to move forward? As the political drama unfolds, the stakes continue to rise. Tiffany Henyard's story has become a real-life political thriller, with each chapter more unpredictable than the last. With federal subpoenas being served and potential criminal charges on the horizon, the clock is ticking for Dolton's embattled mayor. How long can she maintain her defiance before it all comes crashing down? Stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding saga. Will Henyard be able to weather the storm, or will the mounting pressure force her hand? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights into this dramatic political showdown. It's a story you won't want to miss as it continues to develop.